G'day. I thought I'd just do a little series of telling you some of the stories behind the songs that have come out on the new album, Into the Deep. And today I want to talk a little bit about the song See How Deep. And the song comes from John chapter 11, where Lazarus dies, a friend of Jesus. Jesus is late arriving and Lazarus dies in the meantime after being sick, and his sisters are upset at Jesus for being late, and they say if you'd only been here he wouldn't have died, and then Jesus says, take me to where you've buried him. And when he gets there, we're told Jesus wept. And I was arrested by that as I read it, because he didn't have to. He was about to raise Lazarus from the dead. He was about to make it all go away. Why stop and weep? Is he a drama queen? Is he overly emotional? Is it a performance? And as I reflected on it more deeply, because none of those answers make sense with who Jesus is, I realised that it's because Jesus is following Mary and Martha into their grief, and he doesn't want there to be anywhere where they have to go without him going with them. And they in that moment are lost in grief and a feeling of powerlessness and despair, because death for them is this insurmountable obstacle. It's the end. There's no coming back. And so Jesus joins them in that space, and he weeps too. He makes their pain his pain. And I reckon if you're ever wondering what does it mean for Jesus to be fully human and fully God, then this little story where Jesus pauses and weeps before the tomb of the man who he's about to call out, it's a pretty good picture of who Jesus is and how deeply he loves us.
See how deep he loves, deep enough to weep, enough to need, enough to bleed. How deep he loves. See how deep he loves, deep enough to ache, enough to break, enough to stay. How deep he loves. For he has broken every bond that burdened us. He has opened up the way to life again. See how deep he loves, deep enough to die and still to rise and give us love. How deep he loves. For he has broken every bond that burdened us. He has opened up the way to life again. He has spoken words of truth into the dark. Yes, he has taken hold of us. We're raised with him. Risen love, rising hope, deeper love, deepest hope. Risen love, rising hope, deeper love. Risen love, rising hope, deeper love, deepest hope. Risen love, rising hope, deeper love. See how deep deep he loves, how deep he loves.